we'll start with State. C.J. Bailey, true freshman quarterback, is making his first career start against Clemson on the road this weekend. And this may seem crazy, but I think it's probably just sinking in around today. Like he's just now coming to grips with it.
Yeah, when he starts getting those first-team reps at practice, you're like, oh, yeah, this is
when
different.
There's a guy on the scout team wearing like a penny or one of those little caps on his helmet, and they're saying, this is Barrett Carter. And he's going, oh, that's Barrett Carter. That's where Barrett Carter is going to be standing. The All-American, the All-ACC, the Defensive Preseason Player of the Year, the future draft pick. Gotcha. All right. But also, like, a good part of the early part of your week is watching last week's film. You're trying to learn from the things that you did on film against Louisiana Tech. By Wednesday, that's pretty much all done. And now you're just watching Clemson. You're just watching what they did 2 weeks ago against App State, what they did 3 weeks ago against Georgia. You're just watching Clemson to figure out what you're dealing with here. And you're just having conversations about Clemson and what they're going to do and how they might approach this look. Also, do you know what I guarantee you they're doing? And we talked about this a bit with Mike Lennon. You'll hear that conversation later on today. Mm-hmm. You're working on silent communication. It's going to be loud at Clemson. And if on a third down, they really get up and start jumping around, you're not going to be able to yell out to your wide receiver, hey, check it, let's run laser. You're going to have to do that all hand signals. The center might not be able to hear you. Guards, tackles might not be able to hear you, so you got to go silent snap. It's becoming real is what I'm saying for C.J. Bailey. And then put yourself in Clemson's shoes, right? Do a little to catch a robber. You have to think like a robber. Think like Clemson. They're not going to give NC State's offense the same look on back-to-back plays all game. The moment C.J. Bailey thinks, all right, I got this, they're going to do something completely different because that's how you handle freshmen in college. That's how you handle rookies in the NFL. They're going to bring the house, then they're going to drop everyone. They're going to try to speed up his internal alarm clock, then they're going to give him all day so he panics because it feels like it's 10 minutes. They're going to disguise everything. And that's what C.J. Bailey has to be ready for. This is not easy. Again, that conversation with Mike Glennon, I said, like, what's the challenge for this young guy? He said, well, it's pretty tough. The only thing that could make it tougher is at least it's not at night. And I went, that's a heck of a consolation. Hey, buddy, at least you have daylight. That's where it's at. That's how far this has gotten. And it plays both sides, right? If you're CJ, there's two ways to look at it, and you're probably looking at it both ways simultaneously. One is, I'm a true freshman, making my first career start on the road in Death Valley. Our offense has underperformed through 3 games. I've got nothing to lose. No one is expecting fantastic from me right now. I've got nothing to lose. The other is, oh gosh, we're playing Clemson on the road, Death Valley. Our offense hasn't been playing well. They're looking at me to get it back on track. I need to make a play. And you're probably somewhere in the middle. But either of those is like an appropriate feeling for a human in that situation. I thought it was funny. And shout out to Corey Smith, who covers the team, beat reporter, for a kind of tipping me off on this. He tweeted it out. The last quarterback for NC State to make a true freshman road start in the ACC is someone you may have heard of. His name is Phillip Rivers. And ironically...
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Ironically...
Heard of him.
It was on the road at Clemson, who at the time was number 5 in the country. I think Phillip Rivers gave a little bit of both sides of what I'm saying. A little bit of the... oh my goodness, this is crazy, I need to press, but also a little bit of the, I've got nothing to lose, I'm just going to cut this bad boy loose. I'm a true freshman playing at Clemson, number 5 in the country. Let's see what happens.
It's a little.
There you go. He threw for 370 yards,
dang,
3 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
All right.
That is the, like, I need to put everything on my back. I need to drag this team forward. The other thing that also happened is he completed 21 of 48 passes on his way to 370 yards. That's about 43% completion, 43.8% completion, which is not very good, and probably some freshman jitters mixed in there on the incompletions. So I would expect that. I'm not expecting 370. I'm also not expecting 43% completion. I'm just saying I'm expecting a grab bag from C.J. Bailey. I'm expecting a rookie mistake followed up by a big play because he has big ability. And then maybe a rookie mistake, then a solid play. Then a neutral play, then a big play, then a rookie mistake. Like, you're going to get the gamut because he's human.
By the way, Clemson, a 20.5-point favorite.
Start by covering the spread. How about that?